Hello friends, this is Sandeepan here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have learned all about creating, writing and reading a file through file handling in Python with examples. Today, we are going to explore the append and delete operation through file handling in Python with a lots of bonus points and additional concept with examples. Stay with me till the end because today's topic is going to be a really important one. And also, if you have any doubt left on the previous topic of creating, writing, and reading a file, I will make sure today those will be cleared. So, without any further ado, let's get started. We have already discussed everything about creating, writing, and reading a file. Now, let's see how we can append some content in an existing file. So for that, we have to use the same open function like this. My underscore file equals open. Inside parenthesis, we have to give the file path and then comma. And you must know in which mode we should open the file. And yes, it's A or A+. So here, we will use the most commonly used A mode to open our file. We can use the A+ also, but as we are not going to do any read operation, in this case, we will not use it. And now, we will use the same write function to write content into it, but this time, instead of overriding or creating the file, it will find the same file if exist and append the content at the end of the file. So, we will write some content like this, my underscore file dot write inside parenthesis. Here goes some more data. And as usual, we will close our file like this, my underscore file dot close. Now, if we run it and check our file, we can see our new text got appended at the end of the existing contents. Now, to look better, we can use a new line character as before to append it in a new line. And if we run it now, you will see a strange thing. If we open and check the file content carefully, you will see the new text is appended in a new line, but the previous appended text is still there. But previously, when we ran our program using the W mode, it was not keeping the old text. It was basically overriding the old one with the new content. But here, in append mode, if we try to run it some more times, you can see every time the new text is getting appended with the previous content. It's not overriding the previous one. So here's the difference between write and append mode. In case of write mode, the previous text would have been overridden by the new content, but in case of append mode, it's keeping the previous written text every time and appending the new one at the end. It may feel a lot at the starting, but when you will try it out yourself, you will definitely find it way more easy. So now that we know how to create, write, read a file, and append contents in a file in Python, the last thing that is pending is deleting a file. For this, we have to make use of OS module in Python, which is a built-in module, and we can import it in our code like this, import OS. And in the OS module, there is a function called remove, which we have to use like this, os.remove. And inside parenthesis, we will pass the file path in the same way we passed inside the open function. And now, if we run it, you can see it's deleted and no longer present in the same folder. Now here's a bonus topic. Some important things to remember about the file path. The path we are providing mainly while reading or deleting a file, we have to make sure that the path is correct and the file is present over there. Otherwise, it will simply throw error. For example, we have deleted our program data.txt file, but still if I try to execute the same function again, it is throwing an error saying file not found error. So to avoid such error, we can add a condition to check whether the file is existing in our specified path or not like this. if os.path.exist inside parenthesis, we have to provide the path that we want to check. And now if we run it, it's not throwing an error even if the file is not there in the specified path. Same type of error can happen for reading a file as well. So you can use this same wiz.path.exists method there as well before opening the file for reading. Give this a try and let me know in the comment section. Here's another bonus point to discuss. Here, we were always using the open function and then storing the file reference in a variable, using that variable to do file operation, and after all, we were closing the file using the file close function. But there's another way to open a file where we don't need to use the close function at the end. So the syntax will look like this. With space open inside parenthesis, we have to give the file name with path in the same way as previous, then comma, mode, then as, and then my underscore file, for example, as the variable name, then colon, and in the next line, here goes all the file operations that we want to do. So the file operation is same as the previous way, but just to open a file, we have to use this with clause. So we can rewrite our way to create a file like this: with open inside parenthesis, we have to give the file name with path, then comma, and the mode as w, then space as space my underscore file colon. In the next line, we can write our file operations like this: my underscore file dot write, and here we can provide any text like this. And let me write 2 more times with a new line. And now if we run it, we can see the file is again created and the contents are written as expected. This way, we don't have to bother about closing our file separately every time and can avoid many unwanted errors. Try it for read and append operation as well and share the code in the comment section below, and I will give a feedback there. So that covers all about file handling in Python, but if you missed any of the points out, make sure to rewatch it and it will definitely be clear. But if you still have any doubt, feel free to comment down below. Hope you find this video helpful. If so, give a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can create more such helpful contents like this. Hope to see you in my next videos. Till then, goodbye.